Hi, it is a wonderful day, as always. But have you ever been trying to get a goal or get to the next level and you're just hitting a wall and you're wondering, how in the heck can I do it all? I saw a post today of a mom. She's saying, I've got these kids, I'm working, I'm trying to work out, I'm trying to clean the house, and how can I start to get what I want done? And so these are just my 4 tips of how you can start to manifest the life of your dreams. So, even if you're not a mom struggling with time management, there are things that you want, things that you have dreamed about, or maybe that you used to dream about and you've tucked those dreams away inside. Well, it's time to pull them out and it's time to start learning how to manifest them to come to fruition in your life because this is key. So much of what we do is a result of our mindset and a result of the things that we think about, especially subconsciously. And it's just a fact. If we look at anyone really successful, that is repeated over and over. So I've been on a journey just to try and make that more a part of my subconscious mind. And these are 4 ways that I've learned to start trying to manifest those things in your life. So, number 1 is start one habit at a time. Often we say, hey, I want to do this and this and this, like that mom. I want to lose weight and I want to clean the house and I want to have time with my kids and then we try and do it all at once and then it just falls apart, right? That's why you look at the best time to go to a gym a lot of the times is, February, March, like around this time of year, because everyone in January says, I'm going to get fit. I'm going to go to the gym. And we buy a gym membership. And then by this time of the year, we already gave up on it. It's because we're trying to do too many things at once. We're trying to get fit. We're trying to change our eating. We're trying to do all this stuff. And it's just too much. So you need to break it down a little bit more. Give yourself grace. If you can add one small habit at a time, then you can build that muscle so that you can add on eventually all of those things that you want to accomplish. It's just you can't do them all at once. It's too much. So for me, that was making sure that my DMO or my daily activities of what I had to do every day, no matter what, was tight. And then I could add in a little bit more and add in a little bit more. And right now, I'm scared to kind of admit it, but I've started 75 Hard, which if you don't know what this is, it is intense. There's a list of things you have to do. One of them is work out twice a day for 40 minutes. So I'm scared to admit it because I've been resisting it for a long time because I honestly don't know if I'm going to be able to complete this. So I'm on day 3. Hopefully, I'm really want to accomplish this, not because so much of the fitness actually, it's me becoming disciplined enough to complete it. So I'm scared to tell you guys that, but check back in about 70 days and we'll see how I'm doing. So start small and then start to build that muscle of habit with yourself. Number 2 is journaling. And so I think you should do this in the morning and the evening. In the morning, you're journaling to have a conversation with yourself about what is your intention for the day? What are the good things that you're going to happen in that day? So this isn't negative, like, oh, I have to go to work and I hate it. No, this is you saying, wow, I get to do this today. I get to do this today. I have this meeting coming up today and it's going to go awesome. I have this whatever that I'm looking forward to, and set a positive intention for your day. You also, if you're a prayer person, or even if you're not, you're going to set that intention with the universe of, hey, I am receiving everything good in my life today. I am an instrument for good. Let me spread joy and love in the world, whatever those words are for yourself. That is where you're journaling and you're setting that intention for the day of what good things are going to happen. Number 3, and then at night, you're going to review your day and then also do those gratitudes with yourself. The more that we focus on gratitude, the more we see things to be grateful for, okay? The more you focus on not so great things, the more you see those things. So what you focus on expands, and you need to at night have a little moment with yourself, do a little journaling. What are you grateful for? What are you manifesting in your life? This is when you're putting that intention into the universe. Number 3 is time blocking. This is really important because we are all busy. So the more that you can time block, it allows you to have time to do these other things like journaling. So it's such an important part of starting to manifest the life that you want to have, because you need to be disciplined in your time. So that again is part of why I'm doing 75 Hard, is because I want to be disciplined with my time. And I know if I can master that, I can pretty much do anything. So at the beginning of the week, so maybe it's Sunday, you're thinking with yourself, what are the things that you need to do this week and where are they going to fit? So for me, this is actually mine for the week. So I have different things that are happening. I color them out so that I kind of can look at them quickly. I know what type of activity it is. And then I start to fill in all of the things that need to happen, starting with the priorities first. So the more you can get in the habit of doing that, and I'm not perfect yet, so I'm still working on it, but I find it helps me know, hey, I have time scheduled to do that activity, but it's not today. So I can be more conscious in the activity that I'm doing without stressing out about the activity that I'm not doing, right? You're working out and then you're stressing out about doing the laundry. Well, if you have a time schedule with yourself, then you can relax and focus on that activity that you're doing because you know that you have a time schedule to do the other things. And the more you get intentional about that, I think it gives your mind the ability to start releasing the stress, releasing all these nagging things in our head, the to-do list. Ladies, I think this is a lady problem a lot. Guys probably have it. I don't know. Message me below if you're a guy and you have this problem, or if you're a lady and you have this problem. But I hear a lot of ladies, talking about, my goodness, I can't relax because I always have a to-do list running in my head. And so I find time blocking just allows me to release that more. So now my brain can start working on the subconscious things that I'm trying to manifest in my life. All of those dreams and hopes that I have. Now my brain actually has the ability to think about those things instead of thinking about the laundry that needs to be getting done, right? And number 4 is visualizing. Now, visualizing is not easy if you're not used to doing it. So set a timer with yourself, maybe 3 times a day. Your timer is going to go off. You're going to think about in your head, what is that one thing that if I had that, all my other goals would be happening. So for me, I often think about the dream house that I want and where it is, and really getting in detail of what does it look like? What does it smell like? What are the sounds that I'm hearing? What does the floor feel like when I'm walking? So that I can really start to visualize that. And I know that if that is a reality in my life, that means that so many of my other goals are also a reality in my life because I have that place that I've been dreaming about. So for you, it might be you're visualizing yourself on a stage getting a certain award. It can be a lot of different things that if that happens, it means that all of the other goals that you have has also happened along the way to get you to that big, huge goal. So visualize it, set a timer with yourself. And even if you feel like a dork, do it, learn it. Become a habit of this. I've also heard people having little triggers, right? So Ed Mylett talks about if he touches his door handle, that's a trigger for him to think about his goals. Maybe it's if you see a bird, that's a trigger for you to think about your goals. It can be many different things that as soon as you see that through your day many times, it starts to build that subconscious mind flipping over to that dream or that goal, so that more and more you train your brain to be thinking about the things that you want to manifest instead of it falling on the things that you don't. Because our default mind, a lot of times it does, doesn't it? Fall on the things that we don't want. And we know that what we think about expands and becomes our reality. So you need to find a way to train your brain to think about the things that you're actually wanting to happen. Because convenience and greatness cannot coexist. So a lot of these things, and it was Ed Mylett that said that. If you don't know who Ed Mylett is, definitely give him a check out. Make sure that you are being conscious of that. Convenience and greatness cannot coexist. So some of this stuff sucks to do. It sucks building a new habit. It sucks doing all of these time blockings, or maybe it feels like, to me, it feels like sometimes like a rule, and I don't like rules, but the more that you build it, the better off you're going to be, because it is true. Convenience and greatness cannot coexist. So if you want greatness, you have to also release the convenience. And often that means doing the things that you don't want to do because you know you should do them, because you know it's going to get you to your goal, even when you don't feel like it. And I hope that these tips helped you. I hope that they help you start to manifest the things that you want to happen in your life, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.